Hey people, what's up? It's Jameel, and I got like a really good story, right? All right, so I've been going through gang stalking for a year now that I know of, and recently I discovered you can use other people around you, your surroundings. First, I beat the program. Then I went through a phase where I was pimping the program, and I noticed that the program can use females that I like. Females like if I like a certain females, like the female if her ass looks a certain way, I can use that. However she looks, the program will throw these females back at me. And so I have been experimenting with this for a long time, and I had perfected it. I was like, I pimped the program. And then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, the female, I was like, the woman that I like the most, my fucking baby, right? I was like, she had red hair, blue eyes, all this stuff. Nice, pretty, sweet, cute cheeks and everything like that you just want to kiss. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm going to use the program to make them reflect her. Now they had been trying to do this before, but I was going through a phase where I wasn't, I was just like, what had happened between me and the girl's family and everything like that. It was just kind of like, whatever. And so there was no communication, and they kept using her recently, and then she always looked so happy when she saw me. Like she always just light up with happiness and stuff. And then I could tell I was looking at her one day, and I could tell that she wasn't happy. And so I'm just like, the program had her like ride by and look at me, and she was just kind of looking at me like, she just kind of looked like a sad puppy. And I'm just like, wait a minute, okay, I got to do something. I can't stand to see her sad. And so I was just like, damn it, I was like, I'm gonna make her famous, right? And so I went on the internet and I do a video, and like I'm doing the video. And I'm like, yeah, we've outgrown each other, all this stuff. I'm talking to YouTube. I'm talking about the female. And I'm hoping that they're going to bring the female closer to me so I can see her up close and see her eyes. I'm hoping that this is going to anchor her. And that and that she's going to embrace me further. That's what I was trying to get the program to do, to make her come further to me. And then she wouldn't do it. Then she was just like, I don't know what, she was just like, didn't feel, something. And so, then what I did, I was just like, all right, damn it. And so I went back on there. I started talking about her. Now I knew as soon as I started talking about her, the program was going to embrace it, right? And that's what I wanted. And I was like, I want to make her famous. So I was like, I fucking made my baby communist leader famous. All the females in the area, right? Especially in the last couple of weeks, they've all had to dye their hair red. All of them. Not every single female. But the program would have certain women dye their hair red. And now these are like chicks that look like school teachers and stuff. These aren't like, just girls, regular young girls with no jobs. These are girls that look like school teachers and stuff like that. I made all the females in my neighborhood, like all the women, all the guys' wives and all that stuff. I made them I was like, damn, that's my fucking baby, right? And so all of them had to reflect my fucking baby. They got old men out there wearing all red shirts and stuff, like they're fucking gangbangers and stuff. And they got the little kids wearing all red shirts, and they got the women dyeing their hair red. And the girl, she got blue eyes, right? Red hair, blue eyes, all that good stuff. And so they all had to like accustom themselves to that. And I'm just like, man, this is deep. And then the guy that lives next door to me, the homie, I call him the homie, right? He already had this real nice piece of fence set up with some flowers on it, and it looked real good, right? And the flowers were supposed to symbolize because I went the distance, boy. Back in the wintertime, I had sent the girl flowers twice, and the gang stalking program had the police come to me and tell me like the girl doesn't live there anymore, this and that, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, fuck, okay, so then I had put some flowers outside for her. And I was like yelling to her. I was like yelling to her that I loved her and stuff like that. And the program was like, the program had so much pressure on her and her family. Like you could tell she didn't want to do it. Like she would ride by me in the car and she would like have her head down and stuff like that. Like so I'm just like, you know what, man, I've been through so much with her in the last 3 or 4 months. I was like, that's my fucking baby. And so I started talking her up, and they made the homie put a second row of white fencing with flowers out there, and then they had him on. They had him wearing like a red shirt, red pants and stuff, red shorts and stuff, and he's out there mowing his lawn. And I'm like, damn, this is like some Soviet communist North Korean, Kim Jong Il the third stuff. You know what I mean? Like the homie, he looks like he looks fucking unhappy. I don't mean, you know, he's cool with me. I love the homie, but he's out there mowing his lawn, and and so I'm walking around the cul-de-sac, and before I hit the corner, he has to run across. He has to like basically sprint across the lawn with his lawnmower to try to meet me or something. And then they got the flowers back there, and he's wearing all red and stuff. I'm like, man, I made my fucking baby communist leader famous, no matter what, across the whole neighborhood. Even the dogs had to wear like red dog collars and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, that's my character right there. It's like, who goes that distance? It's like, you know, what type of person will fucking go that distance, right? And so it's like, man, we just be laying it down, man. But it's like, which you know, I was like, you know, I was like at a point to where I didn't even care anymore. And, you know, like, I was just like, damn it, okay, I'm gonna move on with my life. And then the program had the girl one day, this is like about a month and a half ago, and I'm walking home and I'm videotaping myself, and the program had her out there in this fucking sexy ass green dress, and, you know, she looked all beautiful and stuff, and her brother's out there chilling out there pushing this long broom and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And so I'm just like, damn it. I'm like, damn it, I'm trying to, you know what I mean? How am I going to be able to forget her if the program is doing this to me? And then I'm walking down the street, walking towards my house, and they were going to have her do something, but she turns around, she's like, I can't do it. And then she goes inside the house. I'm just like, oh, you know, that's my fucking baby. And then after that, they even had an airplane. They had a white airplane with red stripes on it flying over. The program, I live right next to the airport. And so these little planes, little Cessna planes and stuff, they get up there in the air. And I'm just like, man, that's fucking crazy. But like, I turned her into like communist leader famous. They even got airplanes flying around like to match her, the red in her hair and all that stuff. And so, but the funny thing is, like, they have girls with red hair. And it's like, yeah, okay, you know, but it's like, I don't like her because her hair's red. I'm like, I like her because of who she is. There's only one her. And so I'm just like, I just thought that was cool. That was my fucking baby right there, boy. And the program will imitate anything you do. And so you can use it for positive stuff. Like, to me, that's fucking positive. Like, now when she comes home or when she's out and about, no matter what, when she sees all those flowers hanging up, and she sees all those people wearing red, and she sees all these women having to dye their hair red, she knows that came from me. See? There you go. And that's how you, I went from beating the program to pimping the program, doing a third world communist takeover of the program. And if she's watching this, you're watching this, you know. But anyhow, the program is scandalous, boy. They try to use anything they can against you. And, you know, it works most of the time. And you know what, man? I was over this woman's house. And this was like a few days ago. This was about a week ago. And I'm sitting over there. And I wasn't gonna even do it. I wasn't gonna, you know, do anything. And then after I saw the girl looking sad, I was like, oh man, I can't stand to see her so sad. And then I'm over this woman's house. I'm looking at the woman, and like I'm thinking, like I'm getting in my mind. I'm like looking at the woman. I'm like, I keep picturing the girl, and so I'm like, this isn't right. I don't feel right being over this woman's house. I keep thinking of her. I'm like, I can't stop thinking of my fucking baby, and I'm over this woman's house. And so I go back home. So I'm like, man, I can't do this. And so I go back home, and it's like, that's when it started. It's like, I'm going to work. You know what I mean? And that's how you do it, though. You can manipulate the program, do anything you want it to do. I mean, it's fucking cool. I mean, they only do that. Only in third world countries do you see that. You do not see that. And that's not supposed to be in America, where everybody plays a part. Like, I swear to you, they had everybody. They even had the chicks. I was talking the blonde chicks up. I was like, yeah, he's fucking, you know, model looking. They even had them wearing red and blue for my fucking baby, man. So I was just like, hell yeah, that's how you beat the program.